The evolution of where we started to where we are now with these clear touch panels has been really great. Really thinking about how you can integrate technology into your everyday practice has been a really big learning point for me, I think. And it's been great because then, you get the kids engaged, anything with the technology, the kids are engaged, they're on boards. So at Disney, our school's set up a little different.
Each grade level has a pod, and a pod is basically how I explain it to people as a big open space. There's space in the middle, and then there's classrooms all around the perimeter.
And then we're separated by little bookshelves or barriers.
I mean, we love Clear Touch. I mean, it's definitely, I've asked teachers, how would you feel if you didn't have a Clear Touch board? Or if we took that away from you, how would you feel? I mean, they almost ready to fight because they definitely love Clear Touch. So it's definitely been an improvement to our school environment. And it honestly, it's just like, you can't go wrong with Clear Touch.
It also is just incredible, like the 5-touch thing, is it 10? It's 5, 10, 20? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, okay, so the 20 point, like that's even insane because I remember with our old boards, like we had our pen and you had to have the pen, couldn't use your finger. And so like I am very forgetful, I would lose my pen all the time and I then ended up with like 20. But the point is, if I lost that pen, like lesson was over. I don't know, I'd use my mouse and then you couldn't walk around and it was nuts. But like being able to just have tons of kids at the board working at the same time is also great because then it's not just one kid and then 20 others watching. It's 5 kids and they're all doing the same thing, or they might be all doing different things, but they're all up there and they're moving and they're clicking and they're drawing and underlining and that's awesome.
So our staff has used the panels for both remote and in-person learning in a variety of ways. Honestly, the students, there are many students that are more well-versed in the Clear Touch than even some of our teachers because that's how often they use it. Whether it's like having the student go up to be the teacher for that exercise or just going up to show how they solved a problem. Just getting the students more involved in kind of, like I said, a student-centered classroom. So typically what I see is a student up at the panel showing how they did a problem, leading a lesson even for their class, or sharing what their group, maybe their group project or their group activity.
It was a game changer having Clear Touch for remote learning, and I'm so thankful that we had it before the pandemic, because when we came to hybrid learning, where teachers had to teach students that were in person and at home, we realized how huge of a challenge that would be. So I don't know how we could have done it without the Clear Touch boards and without the technology that we already had. We didn't have to learn how to use it because we had already been using it before the pandemic. So when the pandemic came, it was just an opportunity to get better at it, to use the features in an even higher way.
So part of Snowflake, during like indoor recess, we use the puzzle a lot. So I would like divide up the board into like halves or in fourths, and I would have 4 kids up there interacting with the puzzle, and it's really nice in the, for indoor recess.
Every time we've reached out to Clear Touch with a little issue or a big issue, wanting additional professional development, they have been super responsive, super flexible.
Even for someone like for myself coming in here having to learn Clear Touch, it was great being able to have resources to go to the website, the YouTube page, the YouTube channel. There's tons of resources to help guide anyone through any questions that they may have on how to do something, or be it learn how to use an app or just basic functionality. What can this board do? And that's typically what most people do when they first see it. It's like, okay, it's great, it's a great board, but what can it do? So being able to have those resources to go online, to look at YouTube, to contact tech support, those things have been very, very great for our school community.
So we chose Clear Touch for a number of reasons. What was most important was that it would support learning. So it's good to have technology, but it's important that we can use it in an effective way to improve our math classes, our reading classes, social studies, and so on. To me, technology is best when it supports our students' learning. So we wanted to choose technology that the students can really be engaged with, they could integrate it with their studies, and also that our teachers could really use it in the most efficient way. Use it throughout the day in a way that was easy and really effective.